You're listening to the Next Gen Conservative Radio Network.
Have entered the analysis zone, the place where political correctness as non-existent critical thinking is required. Conservative common sense is supreme. This is the Whitfield Analysis, and now here's your hosts, Ann Whitfield.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Whitfield Analysis Inauguration Special 2013. I'm Sam Whitfield, broadcasting live from Next Gen Conservative Studios. It's great to be back here. We did a show on Blog Talk Radio last night, and had Caden Calgar on the program. Very successful show. Very successful show indeed. Anyway, folks, tonight tonight's show is going to be all about the president's inauguration. Now, why would I be doing a show on the inauguration, you might ask? Ladies and gentlemen, there's a very simple answer to that. The answer is you need to know that things are going to change. Obama has been fulfilling his change part of his original 2008 campaign. Don't misunderstand that. He is changing things. Is he changing things for the better? Obviously, if you've heard my program before, if you follow me regularly, you know my answer is no. But I'd like to analyze, over the past 4 years, what has happened. Because although we don't know quite what the future holds, no human knows what the future holds. We have a pretty good sense, at least I think I have a pretty good sense, of what the next 4 years under Barack Obama is going to look like. So first, let's start off back in 2008, shall we? When he was campaigning, think way back, go back into your mental time machines. For me, I was 14 years old, I was in middle school, I just started my first radio show, the Whitfield Analysis. The Whitfield Nation, excuse me. I was watching the election between John McCain and Barack Obama, and me being my conservative self, I wanted John McCain to win. I didn't like Obama. I knew his policies were trouble from day one. Some of the stuff that he was proposing, such as socialized healthcare, which will later become known as Obamacare. We'll get to that in a little bit in the program. Overall, though, Obama did seem like a pretty nice guy to me. I didn't always agree with his politics, but I was hoping for the best. I was hoping, hey, you know what? Maybe he's not the Democrat I thought he was. Maybe he's different from the rest of those Democrats. He tried posing himself as a Washington outsider early on in the campaign. And I remember he was going to bring, fresh, new ideas to the table that no one had ever heard of before. He was going to make our government open and transparent. I mean, we were just going to have a whole bunch of good stuff. Our government was going to be open and transparent. It was going to post every press conference online. He was going to promote it heavily. He was going to make healthcare affordable for all Americans. Affordable being the key word. He was going to end both of the wars. And like I said, the main thing I want to focus on here is the first thing I said. He would make government open and transparent. That's really going to be my topic. That's really going to be my focus tonight. So let's talk a little bit about the inauguration. I personally did not watch the inauguration. I was sleeping in, and I honestly really had no desire to watch the inauguration from what I saw on Twitter this morning, and then when I woke up, and then from what I saw on from what I saw all over the web, it kind of looked like they're all kind of saying, even the more liberal ones, they're saying it kind of looked like a repeat of it kind of looked like a repeat of last year's. Well, no, not last year. Excuse me. It's looking like the same one from 4 years ago, folks, from what I'm understanding. So, but let's see. Let's see what Breitbart has to say about it, because they're pretty good about it. We'll go to Breitbart, see what they have to say about it, and then we will go don't know what happened to the video feed here. I hope we're... Well, it says it's still broadcasting. Anyway. Forgive me. Okay, it says it's on air, but it's not appearing to be. Anyway, that's alright. We still have the radio broadcast, which is the most important thing. Anyway, here's, here's a headline that I did see this morning that I want to read to you guys from Breitbart.com, because I do think that this is fascinating. This article comes from Matthew Boyle over at Breitbart.com, and the headline is, "Thrill is gone for crowds at Obama inauguration." On the National Mall, Washington, D.C. Crowds shuffled in throughout Monday morning and took their places around the National Mall for Barack Obama's second inauguration as President of the United States. Color-coded tickets separated those who paid to be here from those who wanted to get in for free. Really? I thought all the liberals would have the free color-coded tickets. Oops. Did I just say that on air? Yes, I believe I did. Lines were short. Getting into the ticket areas were easy for those with the right stubs. Blue, green, gold, yellow, and orange ticket holders had no problem slipping right up front for the show. But many of those in attendance trudged over to what event organizers called the non-ticketed mall area, signifying they didn't have to pay to be here. Police and security units blocked off around Capitol Hill, forcing swaths of people wishing to see Obama take the oath of office again to walk or use the Washington, D.C. subway system known as the Metro. The air was frosty, a freezing cold that Washington, D.C. normally doesn't endure. Yeah, it's the cold bitterness of knowing that Obama's going to be in there for 4 more years. That's why it was chilly. A biting wind exacerbated the chill. Cloudy skies prevented sun from shining through, but the weather wasn't the only gloom in town. Quote, "I could have just stayed home and watched this on TV," one woman complained into her cell phone near Breitbart News' Carrie Pickett, amid negative comments about the freezing air and lack of nearby places to eat. Every so often, along the lengthy path around the event area, a hustler peddling official Obama 2013 inauguration programs would pressure groups of people to purchase their booklets. Not many fell for it. Obama buttons, t-shirts, and other political paraphernalia were for sale too, as were artistic photos and drawings of the first family. One vendor on C Street, Southeast, sold candy apples. "Get your Obama caramel apples here," the man shouted as people walked past him from the Capitol South Metro stop right across the street from the Republican National Committee's headquarters. Lovely. Closer to the mall, savvy peddlers pitched tents and stood up tables to push to their products. Cops told some of the tent pitchers they needed to remove their setup because they weren't supposed to be there without a permit. Quote, "You'll be arrested if you don't move this within half an hour," a police officer told one merchandise cart owner on 7th Street. On corner opposite that cart, 2 men laid out posters of Barack and Michelle Obama. "Obama, can I have this dance?" read one caption on a street showing the President and First Lady kissing with a heart design around them. Stacks of photos laid on the grass there, unsold. When a reporter moved to snap a photo of their posters on the ground, one of the men turned around and said with a bit of a desperate tone, "Are you interested in any of these? No pictures, you have to buy it." Now here's where it gets interesting, folks. Compared to Obama's 2009 inauguration, something went wrong. The crowds carried an air of obligation. Those who made the trek to Washington for the day appeared to have done so because they were supposed to, not because they wanted to. Quote, "It's the inauguration of the first black president," one man said into his cell phone while trucking around the mall, appearing to defend his decision to show up for whoever was speaking in his ear. Excitement was lacking. Energy was non-existent. The magic that only Obama could bring to a country like he did in 2008 was gone. Unemployment remains as high as when Obama first took office, and gas prices are even higher. The president's approval ratings are still low. Enthusiasm was less palpable than even MSNBC's Ed Schultz's One Nation rally on the National Mall in October 2010, the last big liberal gathering in Washington. Schultz organized that event with the NAACP and several other big labor unions. The people who attended wanted to be there, or at least they thought they did. Not this time, not today. Sure, some inauguration attendees shouted their support for the newly re-elected president. Occasionally, one would pass as crowds with Obama supporters donning campaign gear, hats, shirts, stickers, and buttons. Most just shuffled into the mall, wearing regular clothes. The average inauguration attendee chose not to adorn himself or herself with merchandise glorifying the president. Okay, this gets interesting too. At this event, the masses wouldn't even defend Obama in the face of critics. On one street corner near Elephant Plaza, a few small group of pro-life Christians stood on a makeshift soapboxes with handheld microphones, screaming about how, quote, Obama kills babies with his pro-choice abortion policies. Save for one young teenage boy who tried for a moment to argue with the group, nobody seemed to care. Most to shrug, they treaded forward onto the mall. It goes on to say how there were technical malfunctions, and then people got really bored. One guy asks where the nearest McDonald's is, yada yada yada. I'm going to send this to Twitter, folks. Because this is really unbelievable. Not surprising. I have to say it's unbelievable. And yet by the same token, I'm not really surprised. I mean, Obama's supporters just don't have the stamina they did anymore. Yeah, it's just well, what can I say? Obama. People are starting to wake up again. Believe me, folks, there are more people, I think, who have woken up to what's happening than sometimes it may seem. But, like, here's the thing. Even Obama's supporters weren't going there to support him because they wanted to. They were going there because they felt like they had an obligation to. It's weird. I thought that the liberal left, see, even the zombies that follow Obama, even some of them are, getting bored with this whole idea. And given from what I'm to understand from all the tweets and whatnot, it's pretty much the same thing. Oh, okay. Twitter is freezing up for some reason. Folks, oh, this is bad. This is bad too, okay, let's see here, folks. This is okay, yeah, it couldn't be sent. Anyway, folks, I read that article to you to raise a point. Like I said, even Obama's supporters are losing stamina. Sorry about the technical difficulties, by the way. We are running into a few of them, but nevertheless, we will trudge on. So, folks, there seems to be a lack of excitement in Obama's inauguration, even from his supporters. And I think that's just because it's a repeat of last time, and people know it. I mean, Obama, I haven't heard him give any new campaign. Really, when I think about it, folks, looking back on the election, really all I heard Obama say was, well, I need more time to enact the policies that I pledged in the first campaign. Keep in mind, folks, he kind of failed with the first attempt on lots of them. The economy is still crappy. The Occupy Wall Street has emerged. Employment's not getting any better. He passed a healthcare bill which America did not want. We'll play clips of that in the second segment here. Folks, I've got to take a quick time out for this segment. We'll be right back after this message. Folks, 5 minutes until the next segment. Actually, give or take a little more, because I'll need to set up the feed. Let's see. This thing says it's still recording on the video, but yet it says it crashed too. And I can't seem to get my third thing to show up. Let's see if the third will show up or not. Okay, that's interesting. It's not appearing to do anything on my window. Anyway, actually, I'm going to terminate this segment a couple minutes early. We're going to come back in the second segment, and I want to play a couple clips for you that I'm going to upload. Anyway, folks, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Second segment of the Whitfield Analysis Inauguration Special 2013 coming up.